This right here is a Minecraft server with one of the most unique but also deceptive monetization models I've ever seen. A Minecraft server with such insanely exclusive and rare items and cosmetics that some players are willing to pay upwards of $5,000+ US just to buy and collect them. A Minecraft server which, despite having over 2,000 players online, seems to be hiding the truth. And a Minecraft server full of gambling, most of which is completely against Mojang's rules and guidelines, with deliberately deceptive odds made to trick players, or hidden odds likely heavily rigged against the player. This is Enchanted MC. It's a Minecraft server seeing over 2,000 players online daily, one of the biggest Minecraft servers there is today. Some of its game modes, such as Prison, are so popular that they see almost 1,000 players online during uptime just by themselves alone. Which might make you think, how can a server so popular also be seemingly quite unknown? And what is the server's secrets that have led to becoming so successful? Well, that's what we are going to find out. Let's first investigate some of the server's shady monetization. One of the server's main monetization methods are its loot boxes. These are essentially portable crates that cost about $10 real each, and when you open them they give you a small selection of rewards of varying rarities, some being significantly more valuable than others. And this is where things start to veer into non-guidelines compliance. You see, whilst the Minecraft guidelines do list gambling as being disallowed on Minecraft servers, crates and similar RNG mechanics, which don't look like typical gambling you'd see in real life, such as in a casino, are in fact allowed provided they meet a small selection of rules. The first being that all crate and other RNG mechanics potential rewards must be able to be previewed, and the second being that the odds of winning each item are also listed. Enchanted MC's loot boxes do not have the odds of winning each item listed at all. Oh, but wait, they seem to have rarity bands: common, rare, legendary, and mythical, right? Well, yes, but this is where things arguably get even more deceptive. To find the actual numerical odds these rarity bands represent, you have to go to a different GUI by typing the command/crates, which, keep in mind, is not mentioned anywhere on the loot box. In that GUI, we can see that the odds of getting a common item are 20% plus, the rare rewards 5 to 10%, the legendary rewards 1 to 5%, and then mythical below 1%. And this is where the deceptive part comes in, as these odds are still not guidelines compliant. Based on what they've said, the odds of winning a common reward, which are listed as 20% plus, could actually be as high as 94%. The rare rewards, which are listed as 5 to 10%, could be as low as 5%. The legendary rewards, listed as 1 to 5%, could be 1%, and then the mythical rewards, which are simply stated to be below 1%, could be so absurdly low that the true odds would require multiple decimal places. The way the odds are written mean that technically, a common reward could have a 94% chance of dropping, with everything else only 6% combined all up, yet the way they've represented it here makes the rarer rewards seem significantly more likely to drop than they are. I'd argue this is actually even more harmful than simply not listing the odds as other servers like Cosmic Sky do, as these odds are just straight up intentionally deceptive. They also do these same deceptive rarity bands for their normal crates too, might I mention. And remember, these loot boxes cost the equivalent of $10 US each. I talked to a player of the server who mentioned that the mythical rewards in loot boxes, the ones with a supposed below 1% chance of dropping, which are generally the server's most expensive donation ranks, have basically never been seen to drop from loot boxes whatsoever. Now, the other shady mechanic the server has related to its loot boxes is its loot box battles. Rather than just open the loot box as normal yourself, you could also choose to do a loot box or crate battle either against another player or the server. The way these work is simple. When you open a loot box, so does another player or the house, and whoever gets the most rare or valuable items wins and gets all the loot box items from both parties. So for example, a player could spend $10 on a loot box, then do a loot box battle against the house, then lose that and walk away with absolutely nothing. It's basically double-layered gambling. Not only are you gambling with deceptive, likely misrepresented odds, but you're also then gambling that whoever you are battling gets worse wins than you too, hoping to double your winnings. And here's the thing, the house likely has a significant edge, just as all casinos do. Think about it, why would the server give players even 50% odds to double their items and get twice their money's worth when they could rig the crate battles in their favor and make players essentially pay for nothing? There's no way to know for sure, but considering the server has already gone out of their way to make their normal crate odds intentionally deceptive, it doesn't seem too out of the question that they would make the house significantly favored in loot box battles too. So, moving away from loot boxes now to an actual cool part of the server with some very interesting mechanics that is also deceptive and non-EULA compliant, let's now talk about the server's cosmetic crates. But before that though, we recently hit 900k subscribers thanks to you guys, and are now on the home stretch to 1 million, which I'm aiming to hit by the end of the year. So if you enjoy my videos and have been for the past few years, be sure to subscribe. No pressure of course. Oh, and be sure to check out my own RPG survival server which has custom dungeons of varying difficulties, fun vanilla plus classes and more. Both Java and Bedrock can join. Anyways, cosmetic crates are something a lot more servers are beginning to implement, many containing custom cosmetics which make use of the server's resource packs that are all quite well done. And personally, I like them, as while they still do involve gambling, they at least provide servers a way to monetize themselves without pay-to-win gambling specifically. But the ways in which Enchanted MC's cosmetic crates work, and the economy that has formed behind them, is super unique. So, first of all, there is absolutely zero odds listed for each of the items in all of the servers for cosmetic crates, including their rather expensive $10 monthly one. And this time, there's not even any rarity bands or anything I can find either. We have absolutely zero idea what the drop rates of any of the cosmetics are. This is completely non-compliant with Minecraft's guidelines, mind you. And this gets even worse too when you see how they've set up some of their cosmetics to be insanely exclusive. Let me explain. As mentioned, the server has 4 cosmetic crates. The first 3 are just random crates with assorted cosmetics that rotate every 24 hours with also no odds either, which might sound deceptive, but then let me show you the server's monthly cosmetic crate, which changes every month, containing new items. This month's cosmetic crate is the Easter crate and contains a variety of goods, but most importantly, the exclusive or limited items. For example, you could win this hatch join message, so whenever you join the server, a cool message and animation shows. Or you could win this Crystal Pulse cosmetic set, a set of custom themed cosmetics. But the thing with these cosmetics is only one person can win them, and once that person has won them, nobody else can. And there's a variety of cosmetics like this in the crate, of which only one person can win, or only 5 can win. So what happens is every month when a new cosmetic crate is released, players will rush to spend as much money as possible opening them, in the hopes that they are the first to get one of these 1 of 1 or 1 of 5 cosmetics before someone else gets it and it never becomes obtainable again. And guess what? We have no idea what the odds of winning these insanely exclusive cosmetics are. So these players who are spending $10 per key rushing to pull one of them before someone else does could literally have to burn through thousands of dollars just to attempt to get something, to which they probably won't. I actually think this system is quite cool and would be mostly fine if they would actually just list the odds of winning the exclusive limited edition cosmetics as they are meant to. Without the odds, it feels immensely deceptive, which is only amplified because, as we'll get into in the next segment of this video, these cosmetics sell for thousands of real-world dollars too. It's a real shame because the server's cosmetics are genuinely cool looking and very creative, and it's a very cool alternative way to monetize a server without it being pay to win. But the way the server has implemented them means that the odds could be insanely stacked against the player, and they simply have no idea. $10 per crate is no small amount. That's very expensive for one cosmetic crate key, even by most other Minecraft server standards, especially when you might have to blindly open hundreds of them to get the rare 1 of 1 and 1 of 5 items, of which new ones are released every single month. Because the server has such an exclusive cosmetic system, an economy has formed around them. In-game, there is a cosmetics auction house where some items sell for credit amounts in the tens of thousands, such as this one here for 15k credits, the equivalent of $150. On the server's Discord, they even have a specific marketplace channel where players list items and cosmetics for sale. Here, a player is selling a completed Inferno core set, a set of cosmetics themed around Inferno colors like red, orange, and yellow, for 100,000 credits, the equivalent of about $1,000. According to this player, there are only 2 full Inferno core sets on the entire server. This marketplace channel is very active, with players listing new things for sale every few minutes, and as you can see, there's a good degree of demand for exclusive cosmetics too, such as this player here looking to buy a full ocean blue set of cosmetics for 80,000 credits or about $800. Some of the 1 of 1 cosmetics, such as the retro beach ball themed 1 of 1 set, supposedly sold for 500,000 credits or about $5,000, which is absolutely insane for a cosmetic on a Minecraft server, since it's more money than most people make working full-time in an entire month. And this isn't the only one that has seemingly sold for that amount too, as another 1 of 1 cosmetic set, known as the Starlit Heart set, also seemingly sold for that amount. The highest I saw was someone who was selling a full tropical set of cosmetics for 900,000 credits, and someone increased the bid to 1 million credits, essentially $10,000, utterly unbelievable. Also, fun fact, but it seems this player named Eden, who put massive bids and bought tens of thousands of dollars worth in cosmetics, was also banned for IRL trading. Just spending a few minutes looking through the Discord's marketplace channel reveals multiple listings in the hundreds of thousands of credits, the equivalent of thousands of dollars in real money. And these are just the publicly viewable listings, remember. As well, the server states it doesn't allow IRL or real money trading, which is where players buy and sell in-game items and currencies for real money, usually through crypto or PayPal. Since everything here is bought and sold using credits, which is the server's premium paid currency, players are basically IRL trading, just the server gets the money this time instead. Furthermore, many players do end up doing IRL deals behind closed doors through PayPal. As you can see, many of the listings here in the marketplace do state they want DM offers, some even just blatantly stating they will do PayPal or Cash App anyways. People really seem to like collecting the 1 of 1 and 1 of 5 cosmetics and are willing to spend thousands of dollars to do so. Some people seemingly even pre-buy and sell the 1 of 1 cosmetics before they are even released, some for as high as 600,000 and 700,000 credits, which is quite crazy to think about. I can certainly say with confidence that I've never seen a Minecraft server with such an elaborate economy and expensive cosmetic system before. The final thing I want to touch on with the server goes back to its player count. As you can see, the server is pretty damn popular. Getting over 2,000 concurrent players is extremely impressive for a Minecraft server today. But the weird thing you'll notice is that if you join the server, it just seems so inactive for the number of people that are supposedly online. For example, if we hop onto the Prisons game mode right now, which apparently has almost 750 people online it alone, an insane amount, you'll notice the server just feels completely empty. There was basically just one person at spawn who was AFK and no others around, barely any messages were being sent in the chat, with the few that were being mostly people advertising things they have for sale, sometimes even using the /add command, which most apparently do automate, and nobody was actually talking. For a game mode with 750 players online, I felt like there was really nobody around. And this same trend can be noticed in the server's other game modes, which also have hundreds of people online. Nobody seems to be talking, and nobody seems to be at spawn or active and moving around at all. And as players seem to say when I asked, the server looks to have either a majority of its 2,000 players either be AFK or fake spoofed players. That does seem to be the consensus, with these players stating that they believe about 800 to 1,000 players aren't real, or about 2/3 of the server's player base. And honestly, I'm finding it not hard to believe that based on how inactive the server looks. But at the end of the day, they wouldn't be the first nor the last Minecraft server to spoof or fake their player count into being larger than it is. It's a very common deceptive practice across the Minecraft server ecosystem. It just sucks that it has become so normalized. And that is Enchanted MC, a server with one of the most interesting monetization models and economies I've ever seen, that unfortunately also comes with a myriad of deceptive practices. Be sure to subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching.